in full within yourself first and foremost before you dive into something serious like that. But you have underdeveloped souls diving into that just for clout, just for status, just for brief money. And they get upset when all the statistical consequences appear, and then a developing soul, a lovely, has to suffer that, and it ends up in foster care where so many traumatic experiences occur, and the lovely does not deserve that. So let's say this. You the listener, and Clyde's gonna give you an example specifically because one is a masculine divine, so one's gonna give you a higher perspective so that you can take notice of this higher perspective and then you can think about it. When was the word marriage created? The concept, the quote unquote concept of marriage comes from the Mesopotamians, but you sort of have to ask, where did the Mesopotamians get that from? Now, the thing is this: if you at least have 10,000 years worth of knowledge, then you will agree that there are just thousands of civilizations before this one and thousands of civilizations that will come after this one in different planets, because every single planet has developing souls that are sent to those respective planets. Some are advanced, some are not. And there's a lot to talk about, but that sort of information you can only digest when you get to a certain level of awareness, a higher perspective, and you dive into world psychology. So we're not going to talk about that right now. We're going to stay on topic with this respective video talk being about the word quote unquote marriage. And we're going to break down that whole entire concept, that whole entire illusionary thought form that has harmed a lot of developing souls that sadly fell for that nonsense. And it's going to be explained why it is nonsense. Can you observe the effects of that sort of thought form? Has it been successful? What's been going on? You know, in what state of thought have most of the souls that have thought of that been in? Have they led fulfilling lives? No. You're not supposed to enslave one person. You're not supposed to be enslaving one person or making one person the source of your happiness. You're not supposed to be doing that. You're supposed to be making experiences with that entity, but you're not supposed to be making a whole entire, oh, you know, this person, blah, 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 I'm gonna die and blah, blah, blah. Like, no. If somebody gravitates to you and orbits around you, you don't have to worry if they are with you or if they float about and go, because either way you know that that connection is there and you're secure and you have a purpose together. So if you don't have a purpose with someone, logically you should know that's not for you. It isn't. So why is that said, Cloudy? The reason that is said goes back to the quote unquote word marriage. You know, what was the limited psychology of the one that made that word quote unquote marriage? What has it been used for? What was the intention? What are the effects of that word? Because now we're going to lead to something very interesting. If you marry an undeveloped soul, it's just a ticking time bomb. What does that mean? If it married you for status or it married you for money, then it means that that soul, that underdeveloped soul, is not full in itself. Is not completed. You have to be in full within yourself first and foremost before you dive into something serious like that. But you have underdeveloped souls diving into that just for clout, just for status, just for brief money. And they get upset when all the statistical consequences appear, and then a developing soul, a lovely, has to suffer that, and it ends up in foster care where so many traumatic experiences occur, and the lovely does not deserve that. So the thing is this: you have to see in what group do you land in. If you do not have 10,000 years worth of knowledge, skill, and awareness, then you're not in that group yet. You're in the category of what? A developing soul. If somebody gave you a limited perspective, misinformation that caused you to traumatize yourself and other developing souls, then you are in the process of being in the corrupted soul category. And the energetic parasites are the ones that throw that trash, toxic thought form garbage because of who they worship. And you can literally trace the chain of command that's not being factually checked and legally sieged, starting in this US melting pot, in this planet, in this age of Aquarius. Let's say you go to a girl's room, right? And when you go to that girl's room, you don't see any books in her room. She has no books on shelves, none of that. What does that tell you? Is she mentally, physically, and spiritually strong? Can she protect her mind? Can she resist toxic thought forms? Because if you want the best in someone else, you gotta first have the best within yourself. That's a fact. And so, for example, if Cloudy goes to a girl's room and this chick has no books whatsoever, is she open to learning? Because if she's not open to learning, and remember, we're all students and teachers in this life. If Cloudy teaches her, eventually someday she's going to teach Cloudy something valuable information. She's going to create new fields. She's going to have something unique and authentic of her that she can give Cloudy.
It's equal give and take as it should be.
But it starts with her being open to learning. If she's not, what are you doing? You're just a ticking time bomb that's going to bring grief, problems to you, that may cause you to almost want to hit her, may cause you to almost want to murder and do something evil to a developing soul. That it's a developing soul. You cannot blame the developing soul. You can't, but you got to observe what sort of information has a developing soul been digesting. So what if Cloudy goes to his girl's house and his girl has shelves of valuable books and we're enjoying that? She has 10,000 plus years worth of knowledge, skill, and awareness. And all of those skills that she has, all the abilities, she can make energy / money. She's not reliant on anyone. She walks on her own 2 feet and she's responsible within her direct space. Do you think she's going to fold easily? No, she's not going to fold. She's not. She's not in a lower carnal state of thought where she sells her body in order to get status, money, all that garbage. The feminine divine, the co-creator goddess, is powerful within her direct space. And if you move towards stepping into her direct space, she sees you for what you are. And she does not weaken herself. She does not go to where she stays in her direct space where she's strongest. Because she has the advantage. And she's going to always have the advantage. And she does not put herself in a situation where she's going to get sniped or tricked into degrading herself. Nah, none of that. And so that is what masculine divines have to start talking to feminine divines about. And developing souls, developing females. If you see a female's open to learning, give her that valuable information. Give her a nudge so she can then guide herself and become effective at protecting her mind, protecting herself and those in her direct space in this age of Aquarius. We're having this talk so that you can distinguish what's trash and what's value, so you don't waste your time on this planet. And also so you don't just get attached and harm developing. So never get attached to a developing soul. If you have a purpose together, you're fulfilling the purpose, great. If you don't have a purpose to fulfill there, what? So Cloudy has 5 goddesses. As we said earlier, Cloudy has 5 goddesses. Cloudy has 5 goddesses. Each of those goddesses have a unique ability. And we're in union. We're all living together. And we have our lovelies. You know, we're not just randomly smashing. We're fulfilling our purpose together in union with ourselves and the planet in this age of Aquarius. And so you as a developing soul, you see the benefits of that and you say, okay, wow, to reach that, I have to start behaving this way. I have to start developing. I have to start evolving. And guess what? Then you become a responsible, capable, powerful co-creator of your direct space. And then you can enjoy evolving in this planet, in this age of Aquarius.